Happy Sunday, everybody. And to my sorors of Alpha Kappa Alpha Sorority Incorporated, it is January 15th. That means it's our birthday. Happy Founders Day to you. So, for everyone, I just wanted to pop on here super quickly on this beautiful Sunday afternoon to give you some thoughts I had about audacious business growth in 2023. And the reason why I really want to talk about this is because, I've been fortunate enough to experience revenue leaps in my businesses several times over the course of the years that I have been in business. And I want to talk about what I have found have been those sort of precursors to audacious growth in a truncated period of time. And so if you know that you want 2023 to be your year of ground shaking, just absolutely amazing, record breaking, audacious growth in your business, then stay right here because for the next couple of minutes, I just want to share some jewels with you. So let's talk about how you can experience massive growth in your business in 2023. By the way, if you don't know me super quickly, my name is Dr. Avis. I am the multi seven figure CEO of Media to Millions, business elevation strategist, and the creator of Scale, the Masterclass. Guess what? Our Masterclass is just about to kick off. It kicks off tomorrow. So it is not too late for you to join. Just go to scalethemasterclass.com. That's scalethemasterclass.com and go ahead and register. And in fact, if you register today, you'll be in time to experience our preview party, which is tonight. So we have a special extra little preview party that we do the day before. So you don't want to miss that. Okay. All sorts of cool stuff is happening, including the giving away of prizes. So you want to be in the place. Okay. That said, let me jump right into what I want to share with you today. And that's about understanding how to experience massive revenue growth in your business in 2023. Here are 3 things that I know really is absolutely essential in order to make that happen. Number 1, know you can. That may seem pretty, commonsensical almost, but it isn't. Okay. Because I'm not talking about little bitty itty incremental growth that we're normally used to or that we're normally shooting for, like do something a little bit better than what you've done in the past. You have a pretty good idea that you can do that. Like if you ended last year at 50,000, you pretty much probably believe that you can do 60,000, but do you believe you can do 150,000? Do you believe you can do 1.5 million? Like, do you really believe that? Okay. And what I want you to understand is that before you can achieve any sort of massive revenue growth like that, double, triple, quadruple, 10x what you've done in the past, you first have to truly believe, like to your core, that you are capable of getting it done. And here's the thing that's hard about believing that you can do it. If you are the first person in your space to do something like that, you may aspire to do it, you may want to do it, you may long to do it, but deep down inside, at your subconscious level, to your cellular core, you have to believe that you can do something that nobody else around you has figured out how to do. That takes audacity. That takes boldness. That takes confidence. That takes the willingness to be able to shut out the naysayers, shut out the haters, shut out those people who are constantly telling you what you can't do and what you shouldn't do and why you wasting your time doing this, that, and the other thing because you know you'll never do it. You need to understand how to turn off that noise because there will always be people who are in your space who will want to undermine your success by pulling your ambitions down to where theirs is. I'm just keeping it real. Okay. So you have to be strong enough and confident enough in you and your ability to say, I can figure this ish out. Okay. I can do this. I am capable of it. I need to make some changes. I might need to learn some new things. I might definitely need to do some new things, right? But I believe it is within me, okay? So in essence, your belief in you has to be absolutely, positively, definitely MF and unshakable, okay? So if you are hearing me on that, I want you to put unshakable in the chat, okay? Your belief in you has to be unshakable, immovable, unrelenting, okay? You have to have that hardcore faith in you. That has to be absolutely foundational, okay? So that's number 1. Number 2, the next thing you need to, okay, here's another thing. I know this is Sunday, so I'm trying not to curse. Hey there, Brian. Thank you, man. I'm going to have to do that. Okay, number two. And like I said, I know it's Sunday, so I'm trying not to curse. I'm just going to say this. You need to repeat after me. Put this in the chat, okay? F realistic. Okay. F realistic. Okay. Maybe I need to put that on a t-shirt. Okay. F realistic. Okay. I want you to completely kick to the curb this notion of what's realistic. I absolutely hate the word realistic. It is not in my vocabulary. Why do I hate realistic? Because realistic, that word gives you permission to dull your ambitions. That word gives you permission to operate within a realm of possibility that some might honestly is mediocre, is what most people see as average, doable, capable. There is no one out here that has achieved great things who has limited themselves to what is realistic. Do you hear what I'm saying? And I think that sometimes we lean on realism to protect ourselves from what we perceive could be the pain of disappointment. But what I want you to understand, what is more dangerous than disappointment in that sense is the regret of never trying. I can live with disappointment every day of the week. I can never live with not trying. Right? So pick your poison. Which would you rather have? The potential sting of disappointment. And the reason why I'm putting disappointment in quotes like this is because disappointment is relative. You know, like what if you shot for $1 million and you ended up making 700,000? Okay, yeah, you could say that's disappointed, but if that's disappointing that you didn't get there, but you know, if that's more than what you've ever made before, it's a whole heck of a lot better than if you never had that high goal in the first place. Wouldn't you agree? Right? That's my kind of disappointment. Okay. Because now you know, okay, I just got to tweak a couple of things and the next time I can get there. Whereas if you operate in the world of low expectations, also known as realistic, okay, if you operate in that world, you probably never would have shot for that in the first place. And then you'll be sitting here wondering why next year you're at the same place that you were this year because you stayed realistic. There is nothing good that's attached to that word realistic, not a damn thing. So you have to kick that to the curb and think bigger, think bolder, think in an audacious fashion in order to receive audacious realities, bodacious realities. Okay. So when you F realistic, when you kick realistic to the curb, that is going to require you then to man up, woman up, and set audacious targets. Okay. That's going to require you to set audacious targets. And once again, now here's a space where I need you to be specific. Here's a space where I do need you to be specific. And I find oftentimes that people aren't specific here because they're afraid to put a number down. Sometimes, once again, because they're worried about being quote unquote realistic. Other times because they're afraid of disappointment if they don't hit it. But here's what I'm saying. Saying that you want to have a business of abundance is great. And we all want that. But you cannot be specific about what you need to do to get someplace if you don't know where you're going. Please hear me on that. You cannot be specific about what you need to do to get someplace if you're not specific about where you're going. If I want to say that I want to go, west for a vacation, but I have no idea where I want to end up. Do I want to end up in LA? Do I want to end up in Las Vegas? Do I want to end up in Arizona? Do I want to end up in Texas? It's several places where I could end up. So it's not specific enough. I want you to understand the same thing is with your business. The last thing that you should be afraid of in your business is setting revenue targets. Please, please, please hear me on that. You cannot be afraid of setting revenue targets. So I need you to be specific. Set a specific target that actually has a dollar figure attached to it and make it big, make it bold, make it audacious, make it a little scary. Shit, a lot scary. Sorry, I said it was Sunday. Wasn't going to curse. One already came out. Make it scary for you, okay? Make it scary because that's going to challenge you, okay? So F realistic and set audacious revenue targets, like actual real numbers. So be real with yourself. What do you want to hit? I'm gonna be honest with you. 1 million was a target for me years before I hit it, but I hit it and went past it over and over and over again. And once I understood how to do that, I was able to truncate the time that it took to do that. You know, from 8 months to 4 months to 3 days. I need you to understand that that may not seem realistic to a lot of people, but it's doable. When you first believe, you throw realistic out the door, you set a very specific target, and then you can go about the business of reverse engineering what you need to do to hit the target. But if your target is wishy-washy, you're never going to hit it. Do you hear me? Myosha says, Texas, baby. Yes, ma'am. I saw you in there. How you doing, girl? Hey there, Clarine. How you doing? Yes, girl. This is my AKA jersey. Hey. It's a little shout out to my sorors today. Thank you, Lewis. I'm glad you like that. Okay. Number three. Oh, this one is so important. And I have some amazing people on here today. So happy Sunday to everybody. And so I'm so glad that I have this to talk to with you on here, because I think so many of you are a great example of this. You are different. Commit to different. Commit to different. And I mean that in various different ways. Commit to different in the sense of commit to being authentically, audaciously, boldly, uniquely you. You don't need to be a Memorex version of anybody else on the face of this earth. Period. Why? When you are so amazing. Why? Come on. Like, really? No, honey. No. Commit to you. Uniquely you. Commit to your different. You are different in the most bountiful, beautiful, glorious way. Commit fully to that. You do not need to be the Memorex version of anybody on this planet. Okay, so commit to different in that way. Also, I want you to commit to different in terms of new actions, right? And oh, hey there, Sheila. How you doing, girl? Yes, ma'am. Commit to, thank you, Clarine. Commit to different also as it relates to your actions, okay? Your actions. Now, here's what I want you to understand. Obviously, everybody knows definition of insanity, doing the same thing, expecting different results. So if you're looking to go someplace that you've never been, you need to do some things that you've never done. I mean, that is just a fact, okay? We all know sometimes I'm sorry about this. These earrings are bothering me because one is like going east-west and one is going north-south. It drive me crazy. Okay. It's a little annoying. Sorry, a little distracting. But anyway, what I'm trying to say is what you have to do obviously is something different. Now that trips some people up because doing the same thing is comforting. It is familiar, right? And so doing the familiar is it's very romantic. It's very seductive because it's easy not to change. Change is what's hard, okay? So doing the same thing becomes easy, but here's what I want you to do. I want you to understand, for you to get someplace you've never gone, you clearly have to do some things that you've never done. So commit to new actions in 2023. If you want new results in 2023, you will have to it will be a necessity that you take new actions in 2023, okay? So that has to occur. New results only come after new actions, okay? The other thing that you have to commit to with regards to difference is you have to commit to new environments and new guidance, okay? Because in terms of what new actions to take, this is the challenge, right? I'm sure there are a myriad of new actions you can take. And your challenge is figuring out which ones are the best ones to take that will get me to the target that I want to hit in the most expedited manner, right? That is the question. And the answer is the best way to find that out is to get guidance along the way, to get a guide, to connect with someone who's been there, done that, been successful at that thing, so that they can help you reduce your learning curve, so that you don't have to make the same mistakes that you would have made had you tried to figure everything out on your own. So you need a good guide. In addition to a good guide, you need a good community. You need people around you that are going to be supportive, that are going to be your cheerleaders, not your naysayers, and people who understand this very different journey that we are on as entrepreneurs. We are a very, very different crew, right? We're not your average bear, okay? And so our lives require a whole different level of courage than most people really have to exhibit in their day-to-day, right? And so you need to surround yourselves with people who understand that. You need to surround yourselves with people who will support you when you do have those quote unquote disappointments, who will guide you when you have those moments where you don't know what to do next. I will give you a very short, specific example. I'm not going to relay her specific name, but one of my clients the other day, she has a person in her family who is very, very ill right now. And she shared very transparently in one of our group sessions that she felt very torn because she's doing really well in her business. And she has all the stuff that she needs to do in her business. But now she's had this unexpected health setback with her family member. And she felt guilty leaving her business to be with her family member, and she felt guilty being with her business when she should be with her family member. You know what I mean? Either choice that she took, she felt guilty about the other thing that she wasn't doing, to make it short. And what was beautiful about her being, first of all, feeling comfortable enough to share that in this space is seeing the outpouring of love that she received in that space. The outpouring of confirmation that she received in that space, that you built this business to give you the freedom to be able to be where your family needs you when they need you. So this is the moment for you to be with your sister. Your business will be okay. We sort of obviously gave her guidance in terms of what to say. I gave her guidance in terms of what to say to her clients, who I know would understand the situation. But you don't build a business to be held a prisoner by it. You really shouldn't, right? And so one of the most beautiful things about having a business, rather than being in the employee status where you have to ask permission for things, you don't have to ask anybody's permission but yourself when it's your own business, when you have something like that happens. So having a community around her that could confirm for her that, no, this actually is not a conundrum. No, this actually is not a hard decision at all. The right thing to do is to spend the time with your sister, right? Do this, and this first, just to let people know what's happening, right? But move, be where you need to be, and do it unapologetically. Do it without guilt. Do it without feeling any sort of way. Having a community like that, to me, is priceless. And I could not have been prouder of how my clients just, in essence, even if it was virtually, literally like surrounded her with love and uplifted her at this moment that she really needed it. There will be times in your life when you need a squad like that. It may not be for the same reason, but things will happen in life. It just is life. It wouldn't be life if it wasn't, okay? If it didn't. And what you need some support, you need a support system with people who really understand this journey called entrepreneurship. And so that's so important. And it's especially important when you're looking to do new, bold, bad, audacious things. That's not the typical thing that most people are doing out here, because it's lonely at the top. In that sense, not many people really understand what it takes to get there. So they really can't relate to it. All right. So this third element is absolutely crucial. Commit to finding your tribe. Commit to finding your guide. Commit to putting in those new actions that are absolutely necessary for you to reach new heights in your business. Because it's that magic combination that really sets you up for game changing success. Okay. Find the guide, find the tribe, commit to the new actions. All of those things need to be different. Different guide, different tribe, different actions in order to receive different results. Absolutely critical. So those who came a little bit later, let me review that and let me put on my glasses so I can actually see what you're saying. Hey there, Dr. Angela Shuttlesworth. Great to see you, girl. Absolutely. What's up, Sheila? Great to see you. I know we love you right back, Sheila. Absolutely, Clarine. Oh, yes, my girl. So good seeing you guys here. So let me review what I just went over, and then I'm going to give you one charge for today because information without the application of information is what? A waste of time. Okay, so we're going to close out with that. Number one of the 3 things you must do to experience massive growth in your business this year. Thank you. Glasses crew. Yes, ma'am. Number 1, know you can and be immovable in your belief in you. Boom. Don't listen to the haters. You know that you can achieve whatever it is you are big and bad and bold enough to envision in that brilliant mind of yours. I happen to believe that if you weren't able to achieve it, you would not have been gifted with the vision. I don't believe the creator plays games like that. I just don't. I believe that if you were gifted with a vision, it is because you're meant to make it real. Boom. Okay, that's number 1. Number 2, F realistic. Okay? Nothing bold and just game changing and big and audacious happens by living in the world of what's realistic. We've got to move beyond that and think bigger, think bolder, come up with massive, massive, massive targets to meet your capabilities, your possibilities, right? So set very specific targets in terms of what you're going for this year beyond what the average person would say is realistic. Okay. Set those big, bad, audacious goals and make them very specific and make them specifically related down to a number. Okay. It's not good enough to say, I just want to live in abundance. No. What does that mean for you, boo? Because it might mean something different to you in all seriousness than it means to me. So what number is that? Until we have that number, we will be incapable of reverse engineering what needs to be done to hit that number. So you cannot be afraid of setting a number, and it should be a big, bad, bold, audacious number. Okay. Very, very aggressive revenue targets. Number 3, commit to different. Okay. Commit to different. Commit to the difference of you, your unique personality, your unique genius, what it is unique about you that you bring with the world. Because I'm going to tell you, this is where your fortune is. Your fortune is in your difference, not in your mimicking of anyone or anything. Okay. So commit to the things in you that are special, unique, and divine, just given to you. And then at the same time, also commit to different actions, commit to finding a different guide, a different community that can help elevate you to different levels, to new levels where you've never been. Now, let me give you a little bit more to say around that. Different doesn't always mean that you let go of all the stuff that you've done in the past. It may mean that you just need to add more to your collection. Okay. I'm not necessarily saying that all the communities that you have now, you have to shun. I'm not saying that all the mentors that you've had in the past, or maybe even that you have now, that you have to shun. Maybe you just need to add to that collection someone else with a different set of skills that can take you to that next level. Okay. That has an expertise in a slightly different area than the one that you found yourself in right now. Okay. So I'm going to need for you to think bigger, bolder, badder in 2023 for you to be able to go places that you've never been before in your business. And that's exactly why I am committed to providing you with the opportunity to get everything that I can share around how to have those expansive revenue leaps by joining me at the Scale Masterclass. If you have not signed up yet, make sure that you sign up right now. It's at scalethemasterclass.com. That's scalethemasterclass.com. We kick off tomorrow night at 7 p.m. Eastern with the first day of the masterclass. However, if you sign up today, we actually have a preview party that's starting tonight at 7 p.m. Eastern. So if you go ahead and sign up, you will be in the place to be soon enough in terms of your registration to be there for the preview party, which you'll definitely want to do because you'll get the chance to get insider information about how to make the most out of your masterclass experience. You'll get a chance to meet my incredible team, the baddest team in the business, who's going to be able to go through with you what you can expect. You might even be able to get that workbook that you will need all week long in terms of this experience. And you'll be able to really be able to meet a number of your other masterclass mates who will be going through this experience with you. Another community, right? So definitely jump on in there right now at scalethemasterclass.com. That's scalethemasterclass.com to take advantage of that opportunity. So I hope all this has been helpful for you guys. Bigger, bolder, and badder in 2023. Yes, ma'am. Yes, right. Thank you, Brian. You are absolutely right. Tomorrow is his formal holiday. Today is his actual birthday, as well as my sorority's Founders Day. So it's a very, very special day for many reasons. Thanks so much for dropping the link, Dr. Angela. I'm looking forward to seeing y'all in the, see, my country came out there. Looking forward to seeing y'all. That's okay. I'm proudly country. Thank you, Stephanie. I can't wait for the best class either, girl. We're going to have a ball. Okay. So I can't wait to see each and every one of you all at the masterclass. Let me just say, I just want to give you a thought. If you hurry up and get in there, you'll still have time to win some prizes because we have some pre-masterclass prizes that are happening right now. You want to get in while the getting is good. Okay. So with that said, you guys, I hope y'all have a wonderful afternoon. Enjoy the rest of your Sunday. Happy Sunday. And I can't wait to see you all when we kick off the Scale Masterclass. See you all soon. Take care, guys. Bye.